Okay, it's Friday. I'm waiting for Bailey to get done working, so I'm just going to hang out here at school and make the first of many of my videos. This is the Bible video. Like I said, we're just going to finish up. Give me a second. We're just going to finish up Blessings Fulfilled, 17.2. So if you don't have it out, pause it, my lovely video, and get it out so you can take notes on it. Basically, that's all you're going to do, is you're going to make sure you have the right letter. You're going to take some notes. So, first we have Ephraim. So I don't have my tripod, so I'm going to be a little jerky on this video. I'll do better. For Ephraim, it's H, which is from Judges. Ephraim is the second of Joseph's kids, but he gets the biggest blessing. Which is backwards of the way it should be. But Jacob purposely blessed Ephraim greater than his younger brother Manasseh. So all you need to put for Ephraim is that he was the second, but he got the bigger blessing. Apparently, as mentioned in Judges, Gideon came from Ephraim. I guess that as Gideon prepared for battle, he commends the Ephraimites. Ephraim had over 40,000 men eligible for military service. When the division of land occurred, Ephraim got the biggest part. So basically for Ephraim, you just need to put that he was a very large tribe, got the greatest blessing even though he was not the firstborn. Manasseh, he was the firstborn. First for Manasseh, you need to put B. He was the firstborn of the two sons, but it was made clear he would be subservient to the younger brother. But Manasseh was still a great people. Its greatness is mentioned in Numbers by driving out the Amorites. Tribe of Manasseh was known from its valor. Gideon and Jephthah were from the tribe of Manasseh. So basically for Manasseh, you need to put he was the younger. He was the older, but he got the smaller of the blessings. But he was still a great guy. And that Gideon came from that line. And it's B. The beauty of it being this way is you can pause it whenever you need to take your notes. And then go back to listening to me. So, Ephraim is H. He was the youngest, but got the biggest blessing. And the tribe is known for just being big and powerful. Manasseh is B. He was the older, but he got the smaller of the blessings. And that Gideon came from that tribe. Reuben, E. So for Reuben, put E. Reuben had everything going for him. He's the firstborn. But as mentioned, Reuben sinned. We're not going into a whole lot but basically Reuben committed a sexual sin with somebody in his father's family. Leaving it at that. So Reuben is seldom mentioned because of all of that. It's never forgotten that he did that. He's described as turbulent as the waters. His tribe nearly ceased to exist. So basically, because of Reuben's sin, the tribe almost dies out, is all you need to put for Reuben. Simeon, C. Simeon and Levi are mentioned together because of their anger. He mentions that they killed all of the men associated with Hamor and Shechem because of what they did to their sister Dinah. So the consequences of that are noteworthy. Simeon became the smallest of all the tribes, and it eventually became absorbed into the territory shared with Judah. So basically for Simeon, just put C, and that because of their anger, they are a tiny tribe that eventually ceased to exist. Levi, I. Levi, Jacob said Levi would be scattered and dispersed throughout Israel, which is exactly what happened. The Levites never had land of their own. Now, it's interesting. It was said that they would be scattered as a punishment but it also ended up being that they were given a place of kind of a special place, and that's also why they ended up being scattered. When Moses came down from Mount Sinai and the whole golden calf incident, he said, whoever is with me, whoever is with God, come over here to me. So the Levites are the tribe that came over, and he tells them, go kill your fellow Israelites. And so they go and kill a whole bunch of the Israelites. And so after that time, the Levites become the priestly tribe. But because they're the priestly tribe and have this position of authority, they end up scattered. They never have a land of their own. Really long, wordy way for Levi, but basically all you need to put as far as your notes go is Levi is I, and that the Levites are the priestly tribe, and that they were scattered. Let me see how many you've done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, Judah. Judah is A. Judah is the fourth, but becomes the leader. Because of the sins that his older brothers had done, they give up any right to being in the position of leadership. So by default, because son 1, 2, and 3 had already messed up so bad they weren't considered the oldest son, Judah becomes the oldest son, even though he's son 4. And it is through Judah that comes David and then ultimately Jesus. And that's the main thing that you need to have for Judah, is that number 1, the letter is A, and that number 2, King David, and Jesus comes from this line. Last one for today, Zebulun. Zebulun is J. Interestingly enough, territory of Zebulun doesn't border the Mediterranean Sea, but it is tied with the sea. The blessing of Zebulun is tied in with the sea. It's actually located less than 10 miles from the Mediterranean. It's on one of the most important trade routes used by sea traders. During the time of the judges, Zebulun's soldiers were an important part of Barak's forces against Assyria and of Gideon's when fighting against the Midianites. Over 50,000 members of this tribe were on hand when David was crowned king. So basically for Zebulun, you need to have the letter J, in that their territory was associated with one of the most important trade routes. Because Zebulun, according to the blessing, he was supposed to be tied in with the sea. That's all we're going to do for today. So take your notes, go back, stop, rewatch, whatever you need to do to get at least, a bullet point for every one of these, and make sure you have the right letter. Tomorrow, you'll watch the rest of this video and do the same thing. And then you'll take a picture of the however many pages 17.2 is, and attach the picture to LMS under Tuesday. And that'll be it for Bible for this week. We'll do more later. So hope you have a great rest of the Monday, and I will see you on history videos. Goodbye for today.